While this death might not have pulled at our heartstrings, it was disappointing all the same. Mainly because Bellatrix was one of the most popular characters in the entire series, despite her allegiances.
Queen bee, want no smoke with me. Been turn this motherfucker up 800 degree. Team eat chefs cause she's a treat.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Kandace Reacts channel. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Memorial Day to everybody out there. Have a good Memorial Barbecue Day today. Alright, top 10 most gut-wrenching Harry Potter deaths. We're gonna jump into this thing. And
They may only be fictional characters, but that doesn't mean we didn't spend weeks mourning them. If I don't turn my head a whole lot, I'll listen carefully. I promise. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Harry Potter deaths. For this list, we're looking at deaths in the Harry Potter franchise that were memorable, for better or worse. We relied primarily on the film series, but did factor in descriptions provided in the novels. We are only counting those characters that stayed dead, and are not including characters that returned to life after allegedly dying.
Yo, I didn't see Deathly Hallows.
As you can expect, there are some major spoilers ahead, so spoiler alert. Number 10, James and Lily Potter. The deaths that started an entire epic fantasy
showed how they
series.
died?
My father was a great man.
Your father was a swine.
While these deaths occurred before Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, they are extremely significant because they set up the Harry versus Voldemort plotline that dominates the entire series.
Harry, be safe. Be strong.
After Voldemort learned of a prophecy that stated he could be killed by Harry, he set out to murder the Potters, who were being hidden under the protection of a Fidelius charm. The couple was eventually betrayed by their secret keeper, however, and Voldemort found and murdered them. It was Lily Potter's sacrifice for Harry, though, that ultimately saved his life, and would continue to save his life throughout the series. Number 9, Fred Weasley. From two deaths that occurred before the series even started, to one that occurred at the very end. Fred, the twin brother of George and older brother of Ron, is seen among the dead bodies following the Battle of Hogwarts. In the novels, he is killed by an explosion while fighting alongside Percy, another one of his brothers. While his death occurs off-screen in the film, we see how distraught and heartbroken the Weasley family is as they stand over his lifeless body, and we feel the same too.
This is Deathly Hallows.
Number 8, Remus Lupin and Nymphadora Tonks.
Let's practice it now.
Of course, all of them had to
Two
die
more casualties of the Battle of
movies.
Hogwarts. Both Remus Lupin and his wife Nymphadora Tonks died fighting alongside Harry and the other members of the Order of the Phoenix.
Ridiculous.
This class is ridiculous.
Very good.
In the novel, Remus is murdered by the Death Eater Antonin Dolohov in the main courtyard, while Tonks is murdered by her aunt, Bellatrix Lestrange. Luckily for our emotions, these murders are left out of the film version.
Ridiculous.
Who loved that part, man?
Instead, we see only their lifeless bodies holding hands, as if that's any better.
Oh.
And don't get us started on Teddy, their now orphaned baby.
And Remus, your son.
Others will tell him what his mother and father died for.
Number 7, Bellatrix Lestrange.
Haha, she died.
While this death might not have pulled at our heartstrings, it was disappointing all the same. Mainly because Bellatrix was one of the most popular characters in the entire series, despite her allegiances.
Pretty baby. Potter.
Bellatrix was Voldemort's right-hand follower during the Battle of Hogwarts, and subdued multiple characters, including her niece, Nymphadora Tonks. After barely missing Ginny Weasley with a killing curse, Molly Weasley, Ginny's mother, engages her in a duel, eventually petrifying her and smashing her body
I need to watch this one, man.
A fitting end for one of the series' most brutal villains.
Get him, man! Get him, man! Oh, snap! Mama Weasley!
Number 6. Cedric Diggory.
For a moment there, I thought you were going
He
to let
died
it get...
too?
It could be argued that it was Cedric Diggory's death that transitioned the Harry Potter series from children's books into adult fantasy. After touching the Triwizard Cup together, both Harry and Cedric are transported to the Little Hangleton graveyard.
Some game.
Before the audience even knows what hit them, a formless Voldemort orders Peter Pettigrew to kill the Spare. And Cedric is dead.
Kill the Spare!
Oh, man.
Voldemort would soon return to form, setting the stage for a much darker second half of the series.
This is my boy!
The image of Harry clinging to Cedric's dead body while Mr. Diggory screams still haunts us.
My boy!
Number 5. Dobby.
Dobby's come to rescue Harry Potter, of course. Dobby will always be there for Harry Potter.
The only non-human to make our list. What makes Dobby's death so difficult was that we thought for a moment he had escaped unharmed.
You could have killed me! Dobby never meant to kill.
Sent by Aberforth Dumbledore to rescue Harry, Hermione, and Ron after they were imprisoned at Malfoy Manor, Dobby freed Luna Lovegood, Dean Thomas, and Mr. Ollivander, and subdued Bellatrix by causing a chandelier to fall on her. As Dobby, Harry, Hermione, and Ron disapparated, however, Bellatrix threw her knife at them, which the audience soon discovers had fatally wounded Dobby. Harry dug a grave for Dobby without using magic, leaving his gravestone to read, "Here lies Dobby, a free elf."
Dobby is happy to be with his friend.
Number 4. Sirius Black.
I want you to take the others and get out of here.
Yeah,
While
we
not
know who
George
kills
R.R.
Sirius
Martin
Black.
by any means, J.K. Rowling was not afraid to kill off major characters. And that is perhaps best exemplified by the death of Sirius Black in Order of the Phoenix. Sirius, who was a friend of James Potter and Harry's godfather, became almost a surrogate father for Harry, and their relationship had continued to grow over the past 2 novels.
When all this is over, we'll be a proper family. We'll see.
Of course, this was immediately torn apart when Sirius was suddenly murdered by Bellatrix Lestrange at the Battle of the Department of Mysteries. It took Harry years before he could cope with his godfather's death, and we still aren't quite over it.
Dang. Go like
Number
that.
3. Severus Snape.
It answers to you.
I knew that
And
man.
you.
Look at that man talk to him.
Snape's death was something fans of the novels had longed for throughout the course
I sure
of the
did.
series,
I was one.
and
I was one.
particularly after he killed Dumbledore in the
Man, he
Half-Blood
killed
Prince.
Dumbledore.
Of course.
He killed Dumbledore.
Unfortunately, in a cruel twist of fate, we only discovered that Snape was actually a good guy
Yeah,
after his
well.
death.
My lord.
Dang.
Thinking that Snape was the master of the Elder Wand, Voldemort slashes his throat and has his snake, Nagini, finish him off in an attempt to gain control of the wand.
Nagini. Kill.
Yeah.
Just as he's about to
Yo,
die, Snape
I
passed
need
his
to
memories
watch
to
Deathly
Harry,
Hallows.
revealing that he in fact loved Lily Potter and was an ally of Dumbledore the
man.
entire time. Number 2. Albus Dumbledore.
I shall make it easy for you.
While most people suspected this death would happen at some point in the series, it was still able to catch us off guard.
Draco, years ago, I knew a boy who made all the wrong choices.
After returning from the Crystal Cave, Dumbledore and Harry are ambushed by Draco Malfoy and several Death Eaters in the Astronomy Tower.
I have to do this.
You
I
don't
have
do
to kill
anything,
you.
honey.
He's gonna kill me.
Immobilizing Harry in a full body bind curse so he would not be found, Dumbledore calmly speaks to the frantic Draco, who has been assigned by Voldemort to kill the headmaster.
Oh, shit.
Eventually, Snape arrives and does the deed for Draco.
Avada Kedavra.
While we later find out that this was all planned by Dumbledore ahead of time, we still find it hard to forgive Snape for killing one of our favorite characters.
He told him to do it.
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Get him, Neville. I need to watch both of those movies. No. Oh, another bird! David killed the bird.
Number 1. Lord Voldemort.
I must be the one to kill Harry Potter.
Why?
This is the death that ultimately
Why you gotta
concluded the
kill
Harry
somebody?
Potter saga and ensured the series ended happily.
Now shut up. Ew.
After multiple confrontations
Man, look
throughout
like
the
a snake.
series, Harry and
How do you
Voldemort come
breathe?
together for
He has
one
no
last
air,
duel at the
nothing. How do you
Battle
breathe
of
through them little
Hogwarts.
slits in your nose? If that's even a nose.
While Voldemort possessed the Elder Wand, he was unaware that the wand's true owner was actually Harry.
Aha.
This caused Voldemort's killing curse to backfire, as the wand would not kill its true owner, and
Kill
resulted
you.
in the death of the Dark Lord once and for all.
Ew. That might have been the saddest one to me. Dobby getting killed, man. Dobby. I thought they was gonna like find a spell or something to bring Harry's parents back. Somehow, some way. I don't know. But you know, it's Harry Potter. They can do whatever they want. I'm gonna have to go back and look at these movies, especially Deathly Hallows. Even though, you know, this was a spoiler, but whatever. Harry Potter's been off, so I was gonna see it either way or not. But everybody got killed off. Everybody. Well, I mean, they had to. I mean, it was the last movie of the Harry Potter series, so they had to kill everybody else. Oh, you know who I thought they probably should have killed? Draco Daddy. I'm sorry. Draco Daddy had a lot to do with stuff. Draco Daddy had a lot to do with stuff. Draco. Whatever his name is. Alright, y'all. This was top 10 most gut-wrenching Harry Potter deaths. Harry Potter. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, share, like, subscribe. Push that bell to be notified when this video drops. This has been Another Completion. Cue the music, and we out of here.
Queen bee, want no smoke with me. Then turn this motherfucker